Okay, the outside temperature here in my area, here in Monmouth, is 29. I've got the thermometer hooked up in the greenhouse. Let's see if we can get a picture of that. Focus. Focus. There we go. Don't know if you can see it. What we're looking at, it's almost to 80 now. It was 75 and climbing. It's almost to 80 degrees inside the greenhouse. We now have electric. I'll get a power strip. Right now I got the power coming in from the shed, so I'll be able to turn it off from there. As you can see, I've got my, at least now that we have light, we can actually see what's going on here. I got my heater, full tank. And she's doing great. I mean, I could actually lower it. We're pretty hot in here now. But this is the inside. It's a 20 by 10. Here by the windows, you can feel the air coming through. So my plan for these side panels is to either get foam, styrofoam insulation, cardboard, or a plastic corrugated, and I like to sandwich it, put a panel inside and a panel running the length of the outside, and that should seal up any drafts coming in through these windows, because I mean, short of taping them, and I don't want to tape them because tape gets brittle in the wintertime. You're adding chemicals to the material, and it's not that great a material to begin with. But it is UV rated, so let's hope it holds. Because I've heard some horror stories with the different skins on different polytunnels. And that's what this is, the polytunnel, aka a greenhouse. And if it's not UV rated, this will literally melt. It'll get brittle. It'll just disintegrate on you. It's not the greatest material in the world, but for $200 for a 20 by 10. I don't know if you can see over my head, but I've got like a few inches of play, depending on. I mean, the middle has got like a little bit of a hump, so it's not exactly. You'll see it when I get outside. So let's see what she looks like from the outside if I can get this open. So I'm gonna put you down for a minute. Okay. Zip her back up. And here she is. I could actually even fit my John Deere in there, but that's what she looks like from the outside, all lit up. So let's take a look around. Like I said, I'll take a panel on the outside and run it the length, because you can see you see these gaps. That's going to let all the beautiful warm air out. And this is its QuickTent. Is the company, and I got this on. It's a third-party vendor. I got it on Amazon. Be careful with your third-party vendors, because there's no one accountable. Can't even leave a rating. But so far, I'm for the $200 that I spent on this goofy thing. It's not bad. So you can even open up the whole thing, fit your tractor through it. She's powered by the shed, so this can turn off from the light switch inside the house. So if I want to kill it, I can kill it from inside without even leaving the house. So as the winter drags on, I'm going to tweak it and start doing more with it. It's Let's go back inside if I can do it without tripping over anything. The crap all over the yard. Okay, here we go. Let's get this thing. It's freezing out here. But it's toasty in here. Oh, it's nice. Yeah. She's warm as can be in here. I mean, really, this is ridiculous. It's like summertime in here. I could walk around with a t-shirt on, no problem. Just needs a few tweaks. This is a cheap, crappy, I think Jay might remember. I paid like $20 at the grow shop for that. And that's what I was using for my seedlings and my clones. And and it's almost to 80 now. I mean, it's still climbing. So I'm pretty damn happy with it. I mean, for $200, how can you beat this? It goes up in for one guy. I mean, I had the frame done in probably about an hour. If you have two people, you could probably get it done in like 15 minutes. And then, of course, I was repositioning because the yard is not exactly level. I mean, had I had the time, I would have leveled this out, graded it, and box framed it completely out. I didn't have time for that, and then we got hit with the killer storm there, the killer storm from hell, and thank God I didn't skin it, because I had a branch come down right through the center of the frame. Thank God it missed the frame altogether, and that would have destroyed this thing. So hopefully she holds throughout the winter. I'm going to show you these. They come with these shitty anchors. They're useless. I don't know if you can see them. They're crap. Here's one. It's not going to hold anything, so get yourself, if you're going to get the polytunnel, invest in one of these. Okay. And this is the tool that drives that into the ground. And you're going to hammer that in. And then this connects to here. And as you can see, it's braided cable, so this is good stuff. And you got this. And what happens is, when you drive it into the ground, because it's connected to the lower third, it cocks, and it can't physically come out of the ground. I mean, you got to be Superman to get it back out. So that's going to hold that frame down should we get another dose of 70-mile-an-hour winds, which I hope we don't see any of those ever again, because that was ridiculous. And but like I said, for what I spent on this goofy little thing, I think it's worth it. But it remains to be seen, so we'll see. Because still got more tweaking. Problem I'm probably gonna run into is a snow load. So for the snow load, what I'm probably gonna do is get PVC pipe and brace it, under these things, under the cross sections. And another idea I had was getting like PEX pipe, which my buddy Rick introduced me to about a year or two ago. That stuff is awesome. And just run PEX in between these, just for a little bit more rigidity and to hold the skin a little bit tighter. Also, if I get it like a black PEX, I think it's gonna hold that warm air in and help to heat it up. Also, I'm gonna get black 50-gallon barrels and put them in the corners, and I hope the 50-gallon barrels, they'll be black, and they'll fill this way. My water supply will be right here, but it's going to also work to heat this, because the sunlight is going to come in. If they're black barrels, they're going to heat up, and that those water barrels are going to radiate the heat back out. Another idea I had was getting cinder block pavers and putting them in here. So just a few ideas, and here's more of those anchors. So this is what I was doing today, just tweaking this. Would have been nice to have a hand with the tarp, but it wasn't that difficult. It went up pretty decent. Took a few minutes to get it up, and there she is. So I'm happy. And Ice Station Monmouth is now a go for greenhouse operations and herbal remedies. So happy. Catch you later. Bye-bye.